Hello everybody, Mr McCall here, just here for our Headteacher Bulletin for the week commencing the 10th of October. Let's get going. So this week has seen us heavily involved in the St Bernadette Relics tour. So the relics have been touring around the UK and they arrived as part of the Northampton Diocese this week. So our students have been heavily involved in supporting the various masses that have occurred. As you can see there, the choir and ethos team sang at one of the masses, the Anointing of the Sick, on Wednesday, which was I was fortunately in attendance, and we couldn't have been prouder. The congregation at the end thanked them for their wonderful singing and praised the work of the school in supporting and representing us at the cathedral. So a big thank you to Mr White and Mrs Darwin for helping to organise the event, and they were a credit to the school, so thank you again. So this week has seen assemblies led by Mr Brothers for Black History Month. So it's part of our curriculum that we'd always look at culture and diversity at this time of the year. I know the messages are going to continue within PSHE over the next few weeks, but also it will link into our Culture and Diversity Day. So thank you to Mr Brothers for those key messages that are really important to discuss and talk about. So just a reminder, school admissions for 2023, the deadline is the 31st of October to ensure that applications are in. We've had a huge amount of interest this year as part of our admissions for Year 7 for next year. Open evenings were very busy, and we've just had 2 weeks of open mornings as part of sort of 6 days of touring the school. Again, they were extremely busy, so I'd urge you to get your application in to avoid disappointment. Obviously the deadline relates to local authority, so please make sure you complete that application. If you need any help or support in completing the application, just contact office and we'll happily support you in that process. So geography, as part of the curriculum, have been getting out and about and doing what they should be doing, is getting outside of the classroom really. So Mr Polly has been teaching Year 7 all about field work. Most recently they've been looking at using laser thermometers, unknown, which is fantastic, from the Met Office. So really applying that learning in an outside environment, and looking at geography in the environment and how that links into the curriculum. So yeah, if you've got sons and daughters in Year 7, do talk to them about their experiences this week, and also if they're involved in the electives programme with Mr Polly, they'll also have been experiencing using lots of wonderful equipment in geography as well. So our electives on Wednesday, I had the opportunity to go and visit Good Shepherd Primary School. A small group of our pupils, as part of their electives programme, are carrying out some joint and paired reading with the younger pupils. It was a real credit to see them reading along some Year 1 pupils, as you can see there. They're growing in confidence week on week, and it's a real delight just to see them developing their personal skills and also developing the pupils' reading as they continue each week to work with the same pupils. So a credit to those pupils involved, and I know as part of the next round of electives, other pupils will have the opportunity to do so as well. So our Year 11 and Year 13 mock exams start after half term. It's the second week back after half term. So just sharing the week A timetable there for you to access and look at. This has gone home individually to all pupils for their individual mock exam timetable. You've also got the week B timetable there, so it's across 2 weeks for Year 11 and Year 13. We've been busily preparing them for their mock exams over the course of this half term. I know there's some intervention sessions occurring over October half term, and further details for that will be sent out in a letter before the end of next week. So thank you for those of you who have expressed an interest in attending the Friends of Thomas Becket School first meeting. So it's on Tuesday the 18th of October in the library from 4:30. There's still time to join us, so if you just email Jan Hayes on the email shared on this slide, she'll be able to add you to the list so we know to expect you. So yeah, really keen to get this set up, really keen to build that parental partnership. So if interested, please get involved. And finally, just some reminders and key dates. So the end of term next week is Wednesday the 19th of October. We have 2 training days, one on Thursday and Friday next week, so the school is closed. We return to school on Monday the 31st of October after half term. And a heads up for any Year 8 parents or carers, it's Parents' Evening on Thursday the 17th of November. So bookings are open and will be sent out next week for those, so you can start booking and planning your time around attending. So have a lovely week. I will share the bulletin next Wednesday rather than Friday because that's our last day. But if I don't manage to speak to you before then, have a lovely weekend and see you next week.